Hello, welcome to today's session. My name is Federica. If you are new here, I'm a yoga and mindfulness teacher. And in today's class, we will be focusing on the hips. So this will be a juicy 30 minutes flow. I'd say welcome for all levels. And if you need any props like blocks or cushions, you can always use in poses to support yourself. But it's not necessary, so you should be fine with just a mat. So whenever you're ready, come and meet me in a child's pose. So we will start with a wide-legged or legs apart child's pose. So this will allow us to a little bit breathe more into the hips and stretch a little bit more into the hips. However, if the legs together feels a little bit more comfortable and you want to take it into the back, then do that. So wherever you are, just begin to come down to the mat, lowering the forehead to touch the ground if possible. If not, obviously a cushion are a great option here to place below your head. And then you can even take some rocks side to side with your head and really just notice the way you feel. Massaging the space between your eyebrows and really just relaxing nicely, slowly, letting go. And then I'd like you to find a moment of stillness here. So stop rocking the head if you are massaging your forehead. And really just focus on the quality of your breath. Check in with yourself, how do you feel today? And ask yourself, what do you need from this 30 minutes practice the most? What is it that you'd like to take away? And you might want to set an intention here, maybe feeling grateful. Or another great intention that goes really well with the area of the hips is the letting go. Releasing of the things, maybe thoughts, maybe emotions that don't serve you anymore. Releasing tension physically from the body as well. So with this in mind, take a deep breath in, invite new energy into your body. Long exhale, release. One last time. In case you missed the first one, long inhale in all the way up. Long exhale, let go, maybe sigh out, nice and loud. And then begin to let go of any focus on the breath and allow the mind to just wander for a short moment. And then begin to press down for the palms of the hands. We're going to lift ourselves up into tabletop position, bringing the wrist below the shoulders in line. Hips, knees are hip width apart, and the hips and knees are in line. So from here, really just find a flat back, so engage into the core, slightly dome the space between the shoulder blades as you press the ground away with the hands. Very nice tabletop position here, Malasana. From here, we're going to take some circles, so you can begin with whichever side you prefer. I'm starting on the right, and really just progressing the circles as we go. So you might start small, and then you allow the circles to grow slightly larger, slightly bigger. And really just notice the way you're distributing the weight here across all the fingers. Allow the wrists to warm up, allow the hands to warm up. Reverse your circles. And about 5 more into the second direction. Notice how you are connecting this movement with your breath. Very nice. One last one. And then find stillness. We're going to walk the heels of the hands together, fingers facing out to the long edges of the mat. Looks something like this. So from here we're going to rock side to side. Again, just working into the hips. Take about 4 more rocks to each direction, to each side. And then walk the hands apart again. Begin to turn the fingers facing towards the knees. Now, if they're going to turn all the way or not will really depend on your anatomy. So it's perfectly fine for them to have a slight angle out in 45 degrees. So find your max and what's comfortable. And then from here, if you feel already a lot of stretch on your forearm, you can stay here. If you'd like to explore a little bit more and you need a bit more sensation, you don't really feel the stretch, then you can even rock a little bit back and forth. And if you find a comfy spot where you feel a juicy stretch, you can even pause there. So again, we've got about 4 more breaths here to explore, so take your time. And then with no rush, we're going to arrive back into our tabletop position with hands facing forward. Very nice. From here, we are going to take it over to the hips. So what we're going to do is we're going to first reach the right hand forward, left leg behind, find a nice strong straight line as much as you can. And then squeeze the knee and the elbow together. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Very nice. Place the right hand down to the mat and reach the left knee up towards the sky. Keep the heel hugging in towards the glutes. So we're going to take circles with the knee. So begin to take these circles maybe slightly slower and slightly smaller initially. And if you can maintain your position, so trying to isolate the movement into the left hip socket without swaying side to side, then you can even progress these circles into slightly larger, bigger ones. Reversing the circles if you haven't yet. And a few more breaths. And then place that left knee down for me. Switching sides, we're going to extend the left arm forward, right leg behind. Find that straight line, leg is engaged, foot is flexed at the back. And then hug it everything together. Squeeze the knee and the elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Very nice. One last time. Open for me. And then place that left hand down onto the mat. Bend into that right knee. Draw the right heel in towards the right glute. And begin to work with your circles. So again, maybe starting small and slow. Maybe slowly progressing to bigger shapes. But see if you can isolate the movement as much as you can into that right hip socket. Reversing the circles if you haven't yet. Very nice. Keep breathing into that opening. And then place everything down. Very good. From here, we're going to draw the left knee behind us again. So the knee is bent and the foot is reaching up towards the sky. This time we're going to open the chest forward. Think about cat-cows. So we're going to open the chest as much as we can and keep reaching the left knee high up. Very nice. Now, if this is already a lot of stretch for you and you feel comfortable here, you can stay here. Otherwise, you can take it into a tiger pose. So you're going to lean the weight into the left hand and reach your right hand behind in the search for that left foot. Grab that foot and press it into your hand. Begin to press the foot far out, back behind, reaching the foot and the knee up towards the sky, and then opening the chest again forward. Very nice. So it's a heart opener. Breathe here. 2 more breaths in your tiger pose. Inviting the new energy in and letting go what doesn't serve you. And then release. Place the right hand down, left knee down. And then we begin to switch sides. So you're going to reach that right knee behind, the right foot up towards the sky. Keep reaching the knee as high as it goes. And begin to open the chest forward. Very nice. Nice arch in the back. And then maybe staying here or reaching that left hand behind, finding that back foot, pressing the foot into the hand. Keep reaching the foot and the knee high. And the chest forward. Finding your heart opener, your back bend here. Breathe. 3 more breaths. One last one. And then release. Very nice. From here, keeping the hips over the knees, we are going to reach the hands forward and we're going to take the chest down. So you're moving into puppy pose. Maybe if you feel quite restricted in this moment, can help to spread the arms slightly wider apart. You can always place a cushion or any kind of prop below here to make the ground a little bit closer. You can always place the forehead down or the chin depending on how open you feel. And then keeping the hips over the knees, just breathing into that front body. Very nice. Broadening the space in the chest and in the back. About 3 more long breaths here for me. And then we're going to tag the back toes under. Press down through the hands, walk them in slightly closer so you lift yourself up a little bit. And then send the hips high, extend the legs. So you're finding your first downward facing dog. Now the first one can always feel a little bit stiff, so take your time to take any movement here. We're really looking into pressing the ground away with the hands. Fingertips are spreading wide apart. And keep reaching the tailbone high while the heels are pulling down in the direction of the earth. Doesn't necessarily have to touch. And you can even take some bend into one knee and the other, so pedaling the dog, so-called, or walking the dog. And really just looking to find more opening for the hamstrings and the lower back. Very nice. Few more movements here, any scribbles, any sways with the hips, whatever is calling today. And then gaze towards the navel. Very nice. From here, we are going to look towards the hands and step big steps forward with the feet landing on the outside of our hands. So we can arrive into Malasana, Yogi squat. So the Malasana Yogi squat is nicely wide with the feet, hands are at the heart center and the elbows are gently pressing against the knees. Now if you feel like you're flopping down and you're very comfortable here, engage into the inner thighs, press down through the feet, lift the hips slightly higher away from the ground. Very nice, breathe here, keep growing tall from the crown of the head. So you find the flat back. So if you've got rounding, you really want to open the chest forward, lengthen up. One last breath here. And then we're going to place the hands down, then exhale, send the hips high and fold forward. Forward fold with very nice and wide stance here. Maybe you want to stay still, maybe you want to sway side to side, grab the opposite elbows. You can move into the knees as well. Whatever is calling here again. And coming back to the idea of releasing and letting go, maybe repeating the mantra here, I release, I let go. And then allow the arms to drop down in between the feet. You're going to place the left hand down right in the middle, bend into the left knee and reach the right hand up towards the sky. Gaze towards the right thumb, nice stretch here. Exhale, right hand comes to the place of the left, bend into the right knee, reach the left hand up this time. So we switch sides, breathe. Exhale, place that left hand down, very nice. And then we're going to ripple up into standing mountain pose Tadasana. In your mountain pose, find a nice soft bend into knees, ground down from the feet. Maybe one hand on the chest, one hand on the tummy, or palms facing forward. Take a moment to ground down here and notice the way you feel again. Coming back to your intention. And just breathing here into the chest, into the belly. Maybe even closing down your eyes. And then take a long inhale in, long sigh out. Next inhale, we're going to reach the hands up towards the sky. Going to join the hands together, hinge from the hips, lead with the heart, fold forward. Inhale, find your halfway lift here, flat back. Maybe even hands at the heart center in a prayer. Think about pressing down through the heels, sending the hips far behind, wrapping the shoulder blades together so you find that nice flat back. And then exhale, hands come down. You're going to step back just with the right knee, with the right foot, and drop down the right knee to the ground and tap the toes. Reach the arms up, finding your crescent lunge here. Keep sending both of the hips equally forward. Long inhale, reaching up. Maybe grabbing both hands, maybe creating a little Kali Mudra here. And reaching the arms even further behind so you can feel a bit of heart opening as well. Rather than dumping in the lower back, think about reaching up through the arms and opening the chest. And then exhale, sway the hands down. Keep the right hand to the ground, reach the left hand up, gaze towards the left thumb. Easy twist. Breathing into a stretch on the side of your left leg and the left glutes. Exhale, left hand comes to frame that front foot. We're going to step back into three-legged dog. So reaching the left leg up towards the sky. Very nice. Keep gazing back, right heel on the mat. Keeping the left foot flexed, the leg is active like you're pressing the wall away. And now we're going to bend into that left knee, draw the heel into the glute. Like before, we're going to take circles with that knee. So taking 3 into each direction, moving with your own breath. And once you completed the 3, extend the leg again. And then reach the left knee in the direction of the left elbow or even higher, left tricep. Squeeze and then send it back. Again, reach forward and then send it high up. One last time, reaching forward. This time, step the foot next to that left hand and draw the right knee down again and tap the right toes. Keep hugging the left knee on the outside of your left armpit. Maybe staying onto your fingertips to come higher or placing the blocks here can also feel quite good and actually can release quite more into the hips. So wherever you are, we're breathing into our lizard pose, into the hips. Option is to stay still or take some movements here, some wiggles, explore a little bit. See what this feels like. And about 2 more breaths here, wiggling around. Before we're going to move again. So we're going to turn the toes out 45 degrees on that left foot and roll onto the outer edge of the foot so the knee draws naturally away from us. Option to stay onto your fingertips or blocks here. Option to come lower if you want to come on your forearms. Or one last option is to reach the left hand up like in the easy twist. Gaze towards the left thumb. And allowing that left knee to be just pulled out with gravity, down to the side. One last breath wherever you are. And then place the left hand down onto mat. Again, frame that left foot. So shuffle the foot into the middle of the mat. Tuck the back toes under. Step back into three-legged dog. Option to take a three-legged vinyasa or a normal vinyasa by placing the foot down. So the three-legged looks exactly like the normal one, but with one leg up. You're going to come into a heart opener with an inhale. If you are in your up dog, keep reaching the hips high, shoulders, elbows behind. If you are in cobra, find your height. Keep wrapping the elbows in, shoulders behind. Keep pressing the feet down. And then from there, you're going to send yourself into downward facing dog with an exhale. Gaze towards the hands, step, hop or jump with the feet landing outside of your hands. Again, coming into your Malasana, Yogi squat. This time we're spending slightly less time here. So just find your alignment, press against the knees, reach up from the crown of the head. We're going to take one twist here. So left hand out to the side, right hand reaches out and up. Gaze towards the right thumb. Exhale, come down through heart center. Switch side, right hand down, left hand up and out. Breathe. Exhale, back to the heart center. Drop the hands down, send the hips high. Find yourself in forward fold. Again, option to sway side to side, stay still, or a different option this time is to reach the arms behind you, interlace the fingers and pull the arms away. Allow them to fall through. Allow the crown of the head to release down, softening the neck, maybe even shaking a yes and no a few times. Wherever you are, you've got about 2 more breaths. And then reaching the hands down to the ground, we're going to pull ourselves up again, vertebra by vertebra to standing. Coming into your mountain pose, maybe one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly, or both hands at the heart center. Breathe here and remind yourself of your intention once again. Maybe repeating that mantra, I release, I let go. I release, I let go. Very nice. From here, reach the hands up, joining the fingers together at the top. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with the heart, fold forward for me. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, maybe hands on the shins or hands at the heart center in a prayer. Exhale, hands down. This time the left foot steps back, left knee comes down, untuck the left toes. Inhale, sweep the hands up, crescent lunge here. Keep pulling both of the hips forward. Optional, heart opening here, joining the hands together and then pulling the arms behind you. Very nice. Long inhale, long exhale wherever you are. Next exhale, frame that front foot for me. And then reach the right hand up towards the sky. Easy twist, gaze towards the right thumb. Feel the stretch on the outside of your right leg, right glute. Exhale, framing that front foot. Begin to tuck the back toes under and step back into three-legged dog. So reaching that right foot high towards the sky. Foot is flexed, leg is active. And then we're going to draw the right heel in towards the right glute so we can peel that right knee up towards the sky as much as it goes. Begin to take the circles with your knee. Breathe into it. Free into each direction. So don't forget to switch sides. And once you are done, we're going to reach the right leg out, again nice and long. And then reach the right knee towards the right elbow or tricep, squeeze. Send the leg high and back. Again, out to the side, squeeze. Send it back. One last time, out to the side and step the foot right next to that right hand. Drop the left knee down and tap the left toes. Come onto your fingertips or blocks here. Breathe into your lizard pose, wrapping that right knee on the outside of your right armpit. Option to stay still, option to move. So if you are moving, move with your own breath. There's no particular way that this needs to look like. Just really feeling what is it that you're craving here. Where do you need to feel that stretch right now? Very nice. About 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then we're going to play further again. So there was that option to turn the right foot out 45 degrees to the side, so pointing towards the corner of the mat almost, allowing to roll onto the out edge of the foot so the knee can draw away from you. Very nice. From there, you have the options to either go low, coming down onto your forearms or onto your blocks, or staying high up and taking a twist by reaching the right arm up towards the sky, gazing towards the right thumb. Wherever you are, breathe into your hips, staying here for about 3 more long breaths. Allow the exhales to be slightly longer and maybe keep repeating that mantra again. I release, I let go. Think about how you can cleanse your body, how you can cleanse your mind here. Slowly drawing that right knee back to hug onto the armpit, stepping the right hand to frame that right foot, tap the back toes under and step back into your three-legged downward facing dog. Optional three-legged vinyasa or stepping down the right foot and normal vinyasa. So you're going to lean forward with an inhale, exhale, lower down through chaturanga, inhale, rise up into your up dog or cobra. Exhale again, downward facing dog, long breath in, long sigh out. Very nice. Take about 2 more breaths here, allow yourself to release. Maybe gazing towards the navel, maybe closing down your eyes, maybe taking a couple long sigh outs. And then from here, we are going to gaze towards the hands, walk the feet into the middle of the mat and come to sit down. Very nice. I'm going to turn around, but you're welcome to stay as you are. We're going to draw the soles of the feet together, grab the edges of our ankles or feet, and allow the knees to fall out to the side. So I'm sorry. So we are moving into our butterfly pose. So you might feel already lots of stretch here and you just want to stay here, that's perfectly fine. If it feels a little bit too much onto your hips, you can always put support below your legs. So the cushions or blocks are just below your knees or thighs. So they're a little bit higher. If you'd like to fold forward, I invite you to grab onto your ankles or feet and with your inhale lengthen up towards the sky. With your exhale melt forward. You're welcome to round your spine here, allow the crown of the head to pull down. Find a comfortable place for your arms to go. You can even create a little pillow for yourself with your forearms. Or quite literally you can put a pillow down in front of you to lay on it. And we are going to hold this pose for slightly longer. So begin to breathe in to the hips, allowing the exhale to be longer than the inhale. And allow to gently soften. This is your moment to just find your surrounder. After this quite quick and invigorating flow, coming back to yourself and slowly letting go. And you might notice that you feel different to the start of the practice. You might notice different vibrations in your heart or body. And without trying to change anything or analyze it, we're just inviting awareness here. We are inviting awareness and acceptance for what we are experiencing right now. Becoming content and surrendering. There's no particular way you need to feel. And you are absolutely safe here to stay here as long as you want. And whenever you feel a little lost in your everyday life, just know that there is always a space for you to come back to. And that space is within you. It's nowhere else in the world. You can't buy it, you can't see it, you can't grab it. But you can definitely feel it. All you need to do is every now and then take your time out. Take a few deep breaths and release. Release so you can invite new energy in and create new opportunities for yourself. Create space physically and emotionally. Staying here for a few more breaths. If you feel like you can go a little bit lower, if you want to release more into the pose, if you were slightly ambitious at the beginning, you can rise slightly higher. And about 45 more seconds left here. One last long inhale, long exhale, and then begin to press yourself up with the use of your hands to come to seat. Use your hands to lift your knees up, hug them in together. And we're going to roll down onto the ground, hugging the knees into the chest, maybe rocking side to side or creating circles with the knees to massage your back. And before we finish our practice, we will take one more happy baby as well. So for the happy baby, you can just start with pulling your knees out to the side in the direction of your armpits or even slightly wider. And then drawing the heels up towards the sky so the knees are bent. You can grab the back of your thighs and pull your thighs down. If this is enough, you're welcome to stay here. Otherwise, reach towards your ankles or the outside edges of your feet to find the grab. Very nice. Now keep pulling the feet, the ankles down, and the knees in the direction of the armpits, slightly wider. Option to stay still or rock side to side to massage your back again. Now if you notice that the lower back is peeling up off the ground, press the lower back down. You definitely want it to keep touching the ground. About 3 more breaths to play here. And then after that, we're going to release the hands from the legs and extend the legs up towards the sky. Arms just can flop down by your side, maybe sliding the thumbs below your seat, or placing one hand on the chest, one hand on the tummy. You can even place the legs against the wall if you want to take it even further into restorative pose. And you can keep as much bend in the knees as you want. So this pose is called legs up the wall. And it's creating space, and we're releasing into the lower back. So just breathe into the tummy a few more times for me. Very nice. And then exhale, we're going to release the legs down. We are going to take a twist. So your options are to either open your arms wide on the ground or keeping them bent in like an L shape, like a cactus. And you're going to draw the knees into the chest and then allow the knees to fall out first to the left side, maybe even shuffling the hips slightly more out to the right so we can take out any curve from the lower back. Very nice. You can even keep one hand hugging onto the left knees. Wherever you are, just breathe here. Option to close down your eyes and turn your head out to the right side, opposite direction of the knees. And breathe. Again, coming back to softening the face, softening the jaw, the neck, the spine, allowing the legs to relax, allowing the arms to relax, allowing your breath to relax. And perhaps even inviting a gentle smile onto your face. Not long left, about one more long breath. And then we're going to reach the knees in towards the chest and allow them to fall out to the other side. Maybe again reshuffling your hips so you can take out any back bend, find any position for your arms that feels right, and maybe allowing the head to fall out in the other direction of the knees, maybe even closing down your eyes. Slowly allowing the mind to quiet down for a peaceful moment of serenity. And if any thoughts are rushing to your mind, use your breath to melt them away. One last long breath, long inhale in, all the way filling up the tummy. Long exhale, releasing, and then reaching the knees into the chest again, giving yourself a final big squeeze. And then we're going to rock up to seat or roll out to one side. So if you feel a bit more energetic, you can rock up and down until you find yourself into a seat. With no rush, whichever direction you're coming from. Just find whatever's comfortable for you, maybe cross-legged, legs to the side, And just taking a short moment to close our practice. Find a tall seat, lengthening up through the crown of the head with your exhale, grounding down through your sitting bones. Maybe hands at the heart center, both hands on top of each other, or hands in a prayer. Bow your chin down, bowing towards your inner teacher, maybe even closing down your eyes. Inviting a moment of gratitude to your heart, feeling thankful for this practice, for showing up on your mat for yourself, and taking that time out of your day. Recharging yourself. And also well done for letting go of the things that don't serve you anymore. Well done for making that effort today. I bow to you in honor and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you. See you in the next video.